For example, let's say you have a class that is for a coordinate point, such as an algebra class. So for this next example, I'm going to create another class, and for this class, I'm going to call it point. Now in this class called point, I am going to create two constructors. Before I create the next constructor, I am going to put the other access specifier called private. Now private is basically the opposite of public. For the most part, when you create a class, if you need variables or any data values to be stored in a class, you want to store it in the private access specifier. So I am just going to create two variables in a class called point, and then in the first constructor I'm going to initialize these two variables to be 0. Now for the next constructor, I'm going to have two arguments in the parentheses. One is for the x coordinate and the other is for the y coordinate. So this class that we just created has two constructors. The first constructor initializes the x and the y coordinates to 0, and the second constructor takes the two arguments to initialize the x and the y variables to the specific values.